Alright, so I'm Jerry Hill with the Seed of Seattle. And I'm here with
One drummer of Acrassicauda.
Bass player.
Yep, and I just want to ask you guys, like, how's it feel to be here in our country, finally make it over here to be able to play the music that you guys love?
That's great. I mean, like, you know, finally you get to meet the people who knew us through the movie and the story and stuff like that, and friends and family, you know. So it's kind of paying the dues, you know, and get to meet those people. It was very treating, you know.
Yeah.
So it's fun, other than getting to see the States and different places, you know. So I guess throughout the tour we've been very blessed, you know, meeting people.
So how long have you guys been here?
About 2-3 years.
2-3 years, yeah.
Just almost, yeah.
So tell me about like the influences, you know, that brought you guys to where you guys are today.
I mean, the influences are so many. All the big metal bands that we listen to back home. It's a long list of bands. I cannot just name them all. And basically, when we started playing, we never thought about like this style specifically. We just started playing, and then we end up with heavy metal, which is pretty cool. That's what we like, and this is what we want to
sound. It's the music that you guys love. Exactly. Brought you guys here. Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's the blend of different music. We just put it in a blender and, you know,
make something out of it.
That made us like who we are today. And, yeah. Different music, man. I mean, like the main bands like Black Sabbath, AC/DC, and you know, all these bands, Pink Floyd,
or mainstream American
music. Yeah, I mean, different genres, and then like, you know, we wind up listening to different like jazz influence and experimental stuff and whatever. So I guess like each one of us on his like special time, private time, just like listen to different kind of bands, not necessarily metal, but then again wind up like, you know, throwing out these influences into the band to kind of work.
Well, you guys are definitely an inspiration to us here in America, from like, you know, as far as like how you guys have come together with like how you fought to stay together to be the band as you guys are to come here, you know what I mean? It's awesome. But tell me a little bit about your EP. You guys have an EP?
Yeah, it's called Only the Dead See the End of War, and it's 4 songs. Basically, we shot one of them called Garden of Snows video clip, and it's been produced by Alex Coleman from Testament and mastered by Josh Wahlberg, who did Hatebreed and Lamb of God and stuff like that. We've been really fortunate to work with these guys, and they really opened the doors for us, like, you know, different experience, and they definitely set the bar high for us. So going down in the studio and just working with these guys, man, was such a treat for us.
You definitely have American support here in our country, that's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure, man.
I mean, metal community has been so great to us since we left home. I mean, Syria to Turkey. I mean, metal. It's like the best community ever.
Yep. That's the fascinating thing about it, because they stand behind each other, you know, they support each other, and you don't see that normally in the other genres. Not to badmouth it, but it's, you know, it's just the community, because they know that they're kind of minority, you know, so they're there for each other, you know. They got each other back.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know, even cooler, you know.
Yep. We're always here. It's like we're everywhere, you know what I mean? Like metal is everywhere. It's like, you know, you run into somebody that's like a metal person that, you know, you got somebody to talk to, you got some kind of connection of some sort, you know.
Definitely.
So where are you guys going from here? Tell me about where you guys are going from here. Like, what are you guys doing from here? Like,
well, I mean, with the tour, we're gonna keep heading down, you know, south all the way to Texas, and then from Texas to Memphis, and then after that home. First leg of the tour.
So after Texas, you guys are heading back?
After Memphis.
Yeah, after Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis. Hopefully, I mean, it's because it's kind of like worked this way, you know. Like, we started the idea of maybe a couple of weeks or a month at the most to head all the way from New York to California, so we can work on new material for the album. And then from there, kind of like, you know, we like the idea of touring, plus, you know, people demand, and everybody just wants to see us perform and everything live. So we were like, yeah, okay, let's do a second part of it. And then we head pretty much like all the way from California all the way to north, west coast, and then we'll head down. And
basically the idea was like, you know, 3 weeks tour turned to be 3 months tour now.
It's about 4 months.
Yeah, 3
When was the last time you guys have been home?
May.
Yeah, like
April.
yes, yeah, mid-May, I think.
That's April 11th. That's what.
Oh yeah.
So how's it for your friends and family back home that know that you guys have like made it here? You guys have been.
Oh, there's definitely like there's definitely a bigger amount of support now, especially like now generations actually they have more access than we had before. Throughout like internet, Facebook, and all this bullshit, so they get like to download music and
yeah, we have every means of like being able to promote your band in every direction.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's there's definitely like a support out there, and they kind of look up to us, which is great because. You see, like, you just wanted to pay to do that, just like I said before, and those people who influenced you just wanted to play music, and that was like something personal. We don't really dream of doing it, like, got like kind of bigger than we expected. Expected it to be, which is all great, and it wasn't for the people, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome turnout, like every show gets bigger than the other, and people's support gets even bigger with that. And that's our energy, that's our fuel, that's what we feed on, so that's what keeps us going. And we totally love it, like being on tour and everything. It's just awesome. Great experience, especially it's our first tour. We never toured anywhere before, so it's really great experience.
Good. Well, I'm glad that we're treating you well here. You guys are having a good time. I can see it all over your faces. That's awesome.
Thanks a lot.
Well, good luck with your guys' tour as you guys continue on. And thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I really, really hope to see you guys back again soon. And,
definitely looking forward, man. I mean, soon we go back to New York. Hopefully, like we wrote like a bunch of songs that hopefully are going to be like the new materials for the first LP. And obviously, like the minute like we finish mastering the LP, we'll just go out and promote for it. So hopefully this time people actually have an idea of
you guys will like all you have to do is just write music.
Well, there's always the odds, though.
Sure.
I mean, I guess that's the whole thing about this band is like the odds.
But you have so much support.
Always like shifted.
You guys will have no problem.
Thanks, man. Hopefully.
As long as you guys just like keep the fire, keep that spirit going.
Definitely.
You guys will have no problem.
So, yeah, right on.
Thanks a lot.
So that's awesome.
Metal to the
It's good to meet you guys. Right on.
Rock on.
So now what I want to do is I'm going to have my buddy Tom take a picture.